Here I am. I'm live, allegedly. I'm very, very sorry. It's very disappointing that I come so late. But I've been dragged around by a certain person, and we haven't had chance to come back to the house until now. So I'm very sorry. I'm very late. Um, I do apologize. So my apologies to you. I don't know if anyone's actually watching this program because, quite frankly, I'm the most useless person to be on a program because every day I get my program ruined by somebody, don't I? So it's not very good, is it, really? It's not really the way to have a program. So I think it's time I stop making my programs entirely, in fact. Maybe it's better I should just stop making the programs at all because I'm not very good at this because I'm not consistent. So I do apologize for the inconsistency. It is ruined every evening by whatever happens. So I'm very sorry. I do apologize. So anyway, hello to the ones that have turned up. There's 25 of you. Yes. Right. Okay. So you're saying hello. Good evening to you all. So good evening to you all. The nice people have shown up. Thank you for joining in. So there we are. You must carry on. Don't be stopped. Don't be stopped by stupid people. I agree with you. The stupid people are causing me no end of havoc, and I don't enjoy the fact that my program is ruined by other people, and other people do ruin my program. So I just don't. I'm not going to be able to do this program anymore unless I just get my life back. So I've got to get my own life back. I can't have people interfering in my program because, as you say, it's just embarrassing to have people interfering in the program. We don't like people who interfere in my program, and I don't like it myself. So, no, I do not like the interference from other people. So, my program is falling apart. I'm losing weight. I'm ill. I will admit it. I'm getting ill. I feel ill. I am losing weight. I am losing my mind. I'm not well as a result of the situation. And the situation is making me very, very, very ill. And I don't like it. And I need help. I need someone to help me. Because, quite frankly, I'm not well. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I do totally agree with you with your question. So there you go. I'm not a well person, and it's making me feel very, very upset, and I'm worn out. I'm totally worn out. I can't get up in the morning and deal with all the things I have to deal with. It's disgusting. It's revolting, and I've had enough. So yeah, totally agree with you. That's where yep, you've said it. You've heard it from the program from last night. So you've heard you've said what you said. So there we are. No, I do not feel well. No. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about something more positive. Let's move on. I don't really care about. We'll move along. But you've heard and said what you feel about it. Thank you. I'm not person making things up. You've seen what's happened to me in my life. I'm losing weight. I'm becoming ill. I'm not well because of what's happened to me. So you've heard everything and you've witnessed it all. So you've witnessed my decline. My decline is very unpleasant and it's not very nice. And I do look unwell, and I totally agree with you. And my friends are very worried about me, and my friends are extremely worried about me, and so are you. So thank you for your kind support. But it's it's not her fault, but she is deeply unpleasant at times. So she has caused part of this, most definitely. Yes, I will say that. I have suffered hugely. So there we are. So I want that documented for history. Yes. Thank you. So don't worry, this is all on tape. So there we are. Anyway, next part of the question. I'm not really interested in talking any further about her. I don't want any more further questions about her this evening. Not interested, not interested. That's her part of her problem. That's her own life. I would like to talk about something else, so not her. All right. There we go. Next question. Let's have a question about something completely different. There's nearly 100 of you here, so loads of people, and you can all witness all of this. So yeah, I want this recorded. I want it recorded because I'm not a nasty person. Right. Let's talk about Starmer the Farmer Harmer. Okay, I can't stand Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer is one of the most vile people on the planet. He is a disgusting piece of toe rag. I think he's evil, I think he's disgusting, and I think he's a piece of toe rag. So there you go. That's my answer to Gene Psychic. Gene Psychic, well said. You know, you don't like Keir Starmer. So there we are. Paulie Galty watched a video of Michael Barrymore. Well, Michael Barrymore is another liar. He's another deceiver. He's a disgrace. Stuart Lubbock was an innocent man, and he was murdered at the home of Michael Barrymore. So I will continue to call out the murder of Stuart Lubbock at the home, the bungalow, not the mansion, because everyone calls it the mansion. It wasn't a mansion. There's nothing a mansion about it. It's a bungalow. It's an L-shaped house. It was a bungalow, and it was an L-shaped bungalow, and that was that. So yeah, Michael Barrymore is a piece of trash. He's evil. He's vile. He's sick in the head. He makes me want to vomit every time he opens his mouth. I feel very angry because 9 people went to a party and 8 of them lived. There were 2 children who woke up with no father. So what is wrong with you, you disgusting little rat, Michael Barrymore? You are a repugnant piece of shit. You are a toe rag. You're revolting. You make me want to. I cannot stand you. You are evil. You stole those children's parent. You stole the father of 2 boys, the little children. It's not very nice what you did, you nasty piece of toe rag. You're an evil little rat. You are disgusting. You are repugnant. You are sickening. You're evil. I'd like to hit you with a broom. You know, there's a cat that comes here trying to dig up this garden. I want to hit that cat with a broom because it's annoying me. I know that doesn't sound very nice, and it's not a very nice thing to do, to hit a cat with a broom, but the cat is pissing me off because it's damaging the garden. But I'd hit you even harder with the broom, you nasty little piece of toe rag. So you are worse than the cat, okay? You are like the cat. But you're not the cat that got the cream. You're the cat who is a crook because you tell lies, you nasty, evil, fucking piece of shit. That's what you are. You did a terrible thing that night. 9 people went to a house and 8 of them lived. And you ran away. So you did something, you knew something that went on there. And that poor man, Stuart Lubbock, the father of 2 children, was raped. He was murdered. He had instruments shoved up his bum. You are a disgusting creep, Barrymore. You are evil. You're revolting. You are a sin-making piece of scum. I hate and loathe and detest you, you evil, evil, evil little rotten man. So I'm going to continue to call you out. Barrymore. Barrymore, why did you run away from the scene of a crime? Let's be having you, Barrymore. Why don't you explain yourself? Because you won't explain yourself because you are a coward. That is what you are. You are a liar. You're a deceiver. You're a disgrace. Shame on you, you rotten piece of rubbish. You are rubbish. You are awful. So, there we go. I will say that. Anyway, let's move on. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but I've said enough. I've said enough. I don't think it's right for me to continue. You've already heard my views multiple times. Right. Barrymore ran away to hide his drugs. Yes, precisely. You got it, probably. Most likely he did. Because he had drugs. Yeah. So that's what he was up to. Yep. Clear up the evidence. Yep. Right. You don't like Barrymore. Okay. Fabulous. I agree with all of you. You're all saying the right thing. Barrymore is a piece of shit. He is evil. He is a vile, disgusting man who harmed that family. That poor man. You know, those children lost their father. So he did that to them. He raped and abused and let them. I'm not saying he was the raper and abuser. I'm saying he ran away because we know he ran away. It is confirmed evidence that he ran away. Now his little boyfriend has criminal convictions for sexual offences from the past. So could it be him? Quite likely, yeah. And we could throw that into the picture, couldn't we? So we know the real story. It couldn't be the women because the women couldn't have committed rape. They couldn't have raped a man, could they? That would be impossible. So the 2 women are not the rapists, but they were present. But they have never ever told their side of the story because they're a pair of lying little rats as well. They are not nice people. We don't give them exoneration because of their just because they could not be the criminals, they are a pair of liars. 9 people went to a party, 8 of them lived. It's like the 10. It's like we're not allowed to say the thing. We're not allowed to say 10 little niggers. We're not allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. So Agatha Christie, the 10 little niggers. You go to an island and gradually everybody gets killed. Well, on that little night, out of those 9 little people, well, 2 of them are women, so they can't be the killer. There's another one that can't be the killer. X, Y, and Z. We gradually go through the process, and then there's Michael Barrymore who runs away. Why does he run away? Why would Michael Barrymore run away? What's he got to hide? And he ran away with one of the others. And then there's the bin man. And then there's the boyfriend. And the boyfriend has criminal convictions. So I think he's highly suspect. Let's be honest. Out of all of them, boyfriend, who is now supposedly he is some kind of bus driver or something. He does something like that now. He's very suspect. He is a very suspect person. Then there's Bin Man, who runs away also. Then we've got I don't know. Then we also have the 10th man, the extra, who arrives and comes to clear up the scene. So he is Michael Barrymore's agent, and he comes and clears up the scene. So what was he up to? So I actually think he's more, and he could be a very interesting suspect in the situation, because the pool thermometer goes missing, the door handle goes missing, etc., etc., etc. So we've got a whole load of crap going on. Yeah, you're a bunch of liars, you people. You are deceivers, you're distractionists, you're wicked, and you're wild, and we don't like you. We really don't like you. And I'm going to keep calling you out. I don't care. Horrible, 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 evil, evil fucking people. And that's what you are. Anything to do with Barrymore. Michael Barrymore is one of the nastiest people on the planet. Michael Barrymore, you are an evil, evil man. And I don't like you. And I will call you out. So anyway, what does my audience think? Do you like him? Do you like Michael Barrymore, or are you against him? Okay. Yeah, poor Stuart's dad. Yeah, poor Stuart's dad. Poor Stuart's dad. He died without getting justice for his son. So Stuart Lubbock's father, Terry, was a lovely, lovely man, and he got no justice for his dead son. He was a good person. You see, I support good people. That's what I do. I don't like bullies. I don't like people who attack people. It's not correct to have bullying and bad nastiness. I'm prepared to speak out against these pigs. Madam has now gone to sleep, of course. She doesn't care about any of this. And, well, there we are. You like my jacket? Okay, well, yes, I have a lovely jacket. It's a lovely jacket. Right. Barrymore is walking free. Well, he shouldn't be walking free, should he? Barrymore should be in prison. Barrymore is an absolute piece of fucking toe rag. He's an evil little bastard, and I cannot stand the little rat. I want him locked up, but I won't get it. And, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately for now, there we are. He's been sober for 14 years. Well, who cares if he's sober for 14 years? He's still a horrible man. He's still evil. We loathe and detest Barrymore. There are many of us who hate Michael Barrymore. We actually hate and detest Michael Barrymore. There are people in the world who are good, but Michael Barrymore is one of the most evil people on the planet. I cannot stand him. He makes me want to vomit. I cannot stand the little rat. I'd like to see him rot in hell. He makes me angry. So, no, I don't like Michael Barrymore. Right, okay, we'll move on. Let's move on. He's got no remorse. He's tried to make many comebacks. He will be brought to justice. He will be in jail, says Rose. Okay, well, I hope he will. Rose, I hope you're right. He will. I don't think he will, unfortunately, because I think he'll just lie and deceive, and he'll get away with it. He is one of the most evil people on the planet. I've never come across someone more evil than Michael Barrymore. He reminds me of Rosemary West. He looks like Rosemary West, in fact. He has the kind of look of Rosemary West. He belongs with Rosemary West. Wouldn't you agree, Lady Men? I think that Michael Barrymore looks like Rosemary West.
I'm not sure what she looks like.
She doesn't remember what he looks like.
Is the boat going by?
No, I think that the nasty, evil, she's not even helpful in this occasion. She's totally useless, absolute useless to the program. What a waste of time that I even woke her up. No, Rosemary West looks like that man.
I don't like Michael Barrymore. I think he's a little.
Barrymore looks like Rosemary West. He looks like Rosemary West to me. He is like the male equivalent. They've got the same kind of wicked eyes. There's something about the pair of them that they look very similar. So I actually have that opinion, and I will speak out and I will say whatever I want to say because I'm allowed to say it. And I am a very powerful person who can say whatever I want to say, and I'm not going to be silenced by anybody. So I will say Rosemary West looks like the nasty, nasty little noxious piece of hell. Yes, precisely.
Where'd that boat go?
So anyway, next question. Let's have another question from you. I'm going to move on, and then I'm going to probably close down my channel soon because we'll do our quiz, and then I'll go to bed because I will just have an early night because I think it's a good idea. Right, okay, but right, okay. So, what do I think of Cilla Black? I can't stand Cilla Black, as you know. I think Cilla Black is one of the most obnoxious people on the planet. Can't stand her. Disgusting, filthy, miserable old cow. She's a vile old bitch. I can't stand Cilla Black. She's disgusting. She makes me feel like vomit. I can't stand her. No, I don't like Cilla Black. No. She is like vomit, comet. She's really bad. Kitty, yep, precisely. Kitty, no. She's a nasty, nasty woman. There's nothing pleasant about Cilla Black. No, no. I never ever liked the woman. She was disgusting. She made me feel sick. She's one of the most awful people. What did I think about Lord Sugar? Oh God. He's another one. Oh God. He's vile. He's revolting. You don't like Lord Sugar. Lord Sugar, what a nasty piece of toe rag he is. Awful man. Disgusting. Not quite as bad as Cilla Black, but not quite as bad as Anthea.
Worse.
Not as bad as Anthea Turner, but he's just awful. They're all awful. Ugh. God. Esther Ranson. Ugh. She's another one. Oh, she makes me want to vomit. Can't stand her. Sugar's creepy. Yeah, precisely. Did I like Lady Gaga? I think Lady Gaga is a wonderful, talented singer. So no, I disagree with you on Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is a wonderful lady. So don't be nasty about her. Leave her alone. How dare you attack Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga, she's super cool. I like Lady Gaga. So I'm a Lady Gaga fan. So fuck off, whoever you are. Don't be nasty about Lady Gaga because she's super cool. She's a great lady. Hmm. You don't like Michael Portillo? Well, you can fuck off as well because I love Michael Portillo. Michael Portillo is one of my most favorite people ever. I love his train show programs. Michael Portillo is an absolute genius. Michael Portillo provides every one of us with joy every day of the week. And his programs are fabulous and they are fantabulous. And we love Michael Portillo's programs. So if you don't like Michael Portillo, why don't you shove off and fuck off and go somewhere else? Because his programs about railways are absolutely revolutionary and railtastic. We love his programs. So leave Michael Portillo alone. How dare you attack such a wonderful man as Michael Portillo? So get off my channel, whoever you are, and bog off and shove it up your own whatever. Um, I can't think of a railroad. Well, railroad yourself off to hell. That's what you should do, you stupid old wazzicks. You're awful. Shame on you. Don't like you. So, anyway, Peggy Mitchell. What do I think of Peggy Mitchell? EastEnders. I don't like EastEnders. It wasn't my kind of program, but good old her for being who she was. I don't have any real view on her, so I'm kind of vanilla on her. Leave her alone. Boring woman. Not for me. Not my comment. I've nothing to make. Michael Barrymore hates railways. Well, I'm sure he does. Michael Barrymore hates everything, and I hate Michael Barrymore. I hate Michael Barrymore with a fucking passion. I would like Michael Barrymore to be exposed for the evil fucking little rat that he is. Stuart Lubbock went to a party and he was murdered by those. There were 9 people who went to a party and 8 of them lived. And Michael Barrymore ran away from the scene of the crime. So Michael Barrymore ran away from the scene of a crime. I would like Michael Barrymore to be prosecuted. Michael Barrymore, you are an evil little rat. And your little friends that are trying to provoke me right now, and I just got that message, and I understand why you're writing that message. I understand. Fuck you little cunts. You are little bastards. You evil people. I will stand up against you, Barrymore, until the day I die. I hate you, Michael Barrymore. You are an evil rat. 9 people came to your house, your little bungalow, which you called your mansion. How pretentious. You call it a mansion. It was an L-shaped bungalow. Pathetic little man. And 8 of them lived. Well, I know more about the truth, as does Sue Homan, who was married to the poor man who died. You are a disgusting piece of shit because you lie and you lie and then you lie and you lie and you lie again. Barrymore, you ran away from the scene of a crime. Why? Why did you run away? Why did you leave Barrymore? And then why did you go on Big Brother and get on your knees and worship Jimmy Savile, a paedophile? You got on your knees to worship a paedophile. What is wrong with you, fucking weirdo? You're a disgrace. You got on your knees and you started to worship and you dressed up as Hitler. You dressed up as Hitler. That is disgusting. That is reprehensible. And people still forgave you. You are, and now you're on TikTok. And everybody thinks you're a bit funny. Oh, yeah, what funny man. I am going to bring you down because Terry Lubbock was a lovely man. He never got justice against what you did to his son. Shame on you, you rotten piece of rubbish. You are an evil fucking bastard. And I will not tolerate what you did to that man and his family. I spent 3 hours making a program with the ex-wife. I spent time with Terry, and all of these people are just ordinary people. And you thought because you were Mr. Big, you could get away with it. Well, we're not going to allow you to get away with it, actually. We'll get you. We are going to get revenge on you, you nasty piece of shit. You are a disgusting, evil man because it's not fair what you did to that family. There are 2 children who don't have a father. You took the father away from those children. You disgusting, evil man. You are revolting. You're evil. You're a monster. And I will not be allowing you to get away with this. And I'm not going to shut up. It doesn't matter. Nobody ever tells me. Look, everybody said I wasn't to speak about the Menendez brothers. And now they're getting justice. Do you realize that every campaign that I've supported eventually gets supported thus far? I have not failed with one campaign yet. So you are backing the wrong horse, you stupid little man. And I want you to lose. I really do. Don't you agree? We want Barrymore. Barrymore, no more Barrymore. We want no Barrymore. That's what we want. No Barrymore. No Barrymore is what I want. And I will be getting my no Barrymore because you are a complete fraud, you stupid little man. You know, your wife. You lied about how you couldn't swim. So why did you buy a house with a swimming pool and all this? Well, you could swim. That's what she said. Everybody spoke out against you on many matters. You are a liar. You are a deceiver. You are a complete creep. Everything you say, Barrymore, is a load of old rot. You're a disgrace. Shame on you. Shame on you, Barrymore. You're a piece of rubbish. And I will not tolerate lies. And I will speak out. And am I not right, men,
Exactly.
to speak out?
Yes, you are.
And I do speak out.
Yes.
And even she agrees with me. We don't like Barrymore.
We don't like him.
We don't like you because Barrymore is a liar and he's a deceiver and he's a disgrace. Shame on you, Barrymore. Yes.
And he's got ugly.
She thinks he's ugly, but I don't. Well, that's not really relevant to the
Well,
case.
he used to be.
It doesn't
Used
matter.
to be not bad looking, but
It
now
doesn't
he's
matter to the case if he's ugly.
no, because the facial experience turned him ugly.
But she doesn't like him because he's ugly. There we are. Right. Right. Okay. So, what do you think of Michael Barrymore? Let's have the audience ask. I'll give you the chance to ask a few views. Let's have the audience. Do you like Michael Barrymore? Is Michael Barrymore a lovely man or is he a piece of shit? Let's ask. Let's put it bluntly, because I really hate the man with a passion, obviously, as you know, because what he did to that poor man, that poor family it upsets me. So I really, really hate him. So obviously, I think he's a piece of shit. But what do you think he is? Do you like him or do you loathe him? Or do you
Tolerate.
or do you think he's acceptable in 1984? So can we do you could either be like, loathe, or in the middle, 50-50. So we'll give that. There's your three options. Let's give you three options. Do you genuinely like him? You thought he was genuinely talented. Okay, so the first one actually likes him. Oh, God. Right, okay. Right, so the first one of you actually likes him. Okay. Right, wow. Right. Most of you say he's untrustworthy. He seems like a nice boy. Oh, so now we're going 50-50 here. So the second one is he's nice. He's a nice boy. Right. The third one is he's a putrid coward. So that takes it to 75% against. He looks like Hugh Edwards. Well, that's so now I think the majority are you hate him, but right. He upstaged his own guests. He was a nasty man, whatever. So you don't like him. You don't trust him. He's a liar. Did you ever read his ex-wife's book? Well, you're obviously agreeing with me. So no, the majority of you now hate him, but we've had a little bit of a fan club here. He's got a fan club. Bloody hell. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, he was so nice. We've got he's a narcissist. Well, that's true. I agree with you. Would I ever interview him if he had an opportunity? Well, I don't think he would ever give me an interview because he would not like me. He's writing a book called Bouncing Back. Okay, right, okay. You don't hate anyone. It's a waste of human emotion. I've never said I hate the man. I just dislike him intensely. He's a revolting person, then that's what I will say. So I'm entitled to say that. I don't like the man. I think he's disgusting. I think he's disgusting and he's sickening and he makes me feel like vomiting. I don't like the man. So why would I have to um, excuse my right to say whatever I wish to say? So why don't you shut up, whoever you are? You don't have to tell me how I'm to think. I'm entitled to think how I wish to think. So bog off, whoever you are. So I'm not really interested in you. Okay, next one. Right. Okay. Well, they all like to tell me how I'm meant to think. I love people who tell me how I'm meant to think. They can fuck off and shove it up the fucking jumper. I'm not having it, and especially about this little rat. I can't stand this rat because he's a disgusting person. He's revolting. He's awful. Um, what do I think about Bernie Eccleston? Well, that's got nothing to do with this matter. Bernie Eccleston is someone I don't like, but we're not talking about Bernie Eccleston tonight, so I'm not going to talk about Bernie Eccleston. So let's leave Bernie Eccleston alone for tonight. Sorry, move along. Next. Right, I'm not going to talk about Bernie Eccleston. Sorry. Barrymore is as bad as Kitty Kitty. Yeah, well, I believe so, yes. But I'm not going. What do I think about David Jason? I know you want to attack David Jason. I don't know anything about the story about David Jason. If David Jason is guilty of what he's accused, that's appalling. But I don't know anything about it, so can't answer any questions. And I think that David Jason is a nice man by all accounts. So I'm going to keep out of that story, and I don't want to be involved in that story. So there we go. We'll see what happens, and David Jason might be as guilty as hell, but I don't know. So no, next question. I don't want to talk about David Jason. Thank you. Right. What do I think of Philip Schofield? Well, Philip Schofield upset my mother, and that wasn't very nice. So we don't like Philip Schofield. No, we don't like Philip Schofield. He's a piece of shit. He's a dreadful, horrible man, and he was discovered to have done some very bad things. So, he got convicted and caught, and well, he wasn't as bad as Hugh Edwards, but he was a naughty man, but he did bad things, and he upset my mother. And if you upset my mother, you're not going to get away with being anything with me, are you? Because my mum is very important to me, and how dare he upset my mum? So he can fuck off and shove it up his jumper. So we don't care about him. Right, okay, let's go on to the next one. Who's next on your little list? What did I think of Princess Diana? Well, I didn't like Princess Diana, as you all know, because I just think she wasn't a very pleasant lady. I'm sorry she died the way she died, and that was very sad, and I really think it was terrible, but I just don't like I didn't like her. So there we are. That's the end of that. Let's not talk about it. What do I think of Lady C? I've only ever met Lady C once. Lady C, Lady Colin Campbell, she's very opinionated, and I don't really know much about her, and I don't really know what she bangs on about, but I certainly don't like her views on Ghislaine, and I don't like her views on lots of other things. But you know, she seemed like a pleasant lady, and well, we didn't have a row, but I just don't think I agree with her on very much. So there we are. She's entitled to have her own views, and I'm entitled to have mine. So there we are. So let's move along. Okay, next question. Have we another question? I want a question that's completely different. I don't want to talk about Lady C. I don't know much about Lady C, nor do I. Yes, Amanda Roberts says, I don't know much about Lady C. I will say I don't know much about Lady C also. So I'm not going to be having a conversation about someone I don't know much about. So let's leave Lady C to the people who know more about Lady C, because I don't know much about Lady C. Lady Min, do you know much about Lady C?
Lady C.
Yeah. No, she doesn't know anything about it either. So, precisely. So, we don't know much about Lady C, so we're not going to talk about Lady C. It's better we don't talk about a matter we don't know much about. Right. Why does Lady C use her ex-husband's name? They were only married for 18 months. I don't know. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not an expert on Lady C, so let's leave Lady C to answer her own questions. I think that's probably better. Have I ever been to Rome? No, never been to Rome. What's my opinion on George Galloway? Well, I think he's a complete see you next Tuesday. Don't like the fucking little wanker. He's a twat. Not my kind of person. Can I paint or draw? I can paint, yes. I have done some painting in my life, but I'm not very good at it. So let's be honest. Right. Right. Yeah, bog off, Lady C. I don't know. I wouldn't say bog off, Lady C. I just don't know Lady C. She's just not one of my groupies. Right. Okay. Okay. If she's of course legally entitled to use the title because she was married to him. Well, in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. She wasn't married to an extremely successful peer. I think you could be wrong, actually, but there we are. Anyway, we won't go into that. I can't be bothered. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Lady C and all her world. Right. You know, it's like talking about bloody Cilla fucking Black, who I can't stand. Ghastly woman. Do I enjoy flying? Do I go first class? Well, I have been first class, and I've been on cheap planes. I've never been on EasyJet. I've actually never been on EasyJet. I don't know why. Not for any reason. It's just I've never happened to go on it. Right. Do I go to the theatre? Yes, I do go to the theatre. I like the theatre. Right. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So we better. Right. Have I been to St. Paul once? No, I haven't been there, but I've heard about it. Have I met Lord Greville Jenner? No, I never met Lord Greville Jenner. No, never met him. He was a nasty paedophile. Right. Right. Okay. Oh dear. So we better ask some questions. Right. Okay. Okay, right. We better ask some questions. Right. Okay. Well, I don't know how we're going to do this. All right. I'm going to sit back. Right. No, that's not very good, is it? I've got to move the angle of the computer. No, now it looks like it's hitting my face. There we are. Right. Okay. So, right. Are you ready for a quiz? Right. Okay. Well, somebody else is going to have to write down the answers. That would be useful. I think I need somebody else to write the answers because I'm turning the angle of the machine towards me. It's not exactly ideal. Can you hear me still? And will you want to do this? Okay, well, I need somebody to write the answers to the quiz. So, right, okay. I'll need a. Otherwise, I'll have to get a pen, and I can't really. Getting around this is very difficult. And Madam Min is not exactly helpful. She's useless at everything. So, right, if we're going to start a quiz, right, okay, I'm going to have to get a piece of paper. Well, useless. And then I need a notebook. What do I do now? No, I can't write on that. All right, I need a notepad. Where's a notepad? This is the problem of all of this. Oops. I suppose I can write on a book. Oh, here we are. Right, okay, well, I'll get this and go this way. And then I'll bring this way. And then I'll bring the wine this way. Oh my God. It's like dealing with a child. Right, okay. Well, sorry, you're going to have to put up with me. Oops, I did it again. So, right, okay. Hopefully this is a quiz we haven't done before, because if it is, then we're really going to be in a problem. So, the first part of this quiz is this. To what height in feet does the road on Bealach Bar in the Scottish Highlands rise to? Bealach Bar. I can't even see this. This is the problem. This is another part of the program that's going to be a problem. Oh, oh God. No, you're not very good at this. No. What is the height in feet? No, you're not very good at this. I'm going to have to give 0 points for the first question. 0 points are awarded. So it was of course 2,053 feet. Gradients of 1 in 5, heron bends and switchbacks, the 7th century Irish monk Ruba, and Jeremy Clarkson and all the rest of it, global tourist attraction. But you were miles out with your answers, so you failed in your answers. So right, question number 2. So question number 1 gets 0 point awarded. Okay, to what height in feet? Here we are, another similar question. In what height in feet? Are you ready for this? Does the road on Bealach Bar in the Scottish Highlands rise to? What does the height of the road rise to? The Applecross Pass. We'll accept the answer from Keeley. Keeley can have it. Okay, right. We'll have Keeley. All right, I think Keeley can have it. Keeley, 1 point to Keeley. Okay. With which New York restaurateur banned Prince Harry's pal James Corden and called him a cretin? Which person banned Prince Harry's pal and called him a cretin in New York? Which he banned him from his restaurant. And he's a lovely man, and I like him very much. So it wasn't Gordon Ramsay, no. In New York, you've got the wrong place. It wasn't Colonel Sanders. It wasn't Marco Pierre White, no. Marco probably should have banned him as well. It wasn't Harry Ramsden. No, he's a
New York.
It was Keith McNally. Well done to Trish. Trish is the winner. Trish gets the point. Of course, Keith McNally banned the nasty man. So he threw him out of his restaurant. We don't like James Corden. James Corden is a see you next Tuesday.
Just my boy.
So anyway, right. Okay, we're going on to our next question. He didn't make an apology and he later readmitted him. So, Keith McNally is a person who's generous of spirit because he kindly said, well, you maybe can come back. He doesn't really like him, I will admit that. With which sport is Kevin De Bruyne associated? Kevin De Bruyne. What does Kevin De Bruyne do in sport? What is he involved in? Wood Woodocks. Right, you're the winner. Of course, it's football. He plays for Man City as of 2025. So there we are. Okay, who does feckless Fergie? And we've just been with all the people associated with the nasty Fergie. Fergie, the nasty Duchess of York. I've learned an awful lot about the nasty old cow this afternoon. Fergie, the Duchess of York, believed the late Queen Elizabeth II is communicating with her through. What does she believe? What does Fergie believe the Queen is communicating with her through? It's not. David gets it right. Okay, David. David can have the point. It is corgis. She's completely mad. She's completely nutty. The woman is off her fucking rocker. She's a complete pain in the fucking arse. It's disgusting that this woman is causing such. She's upsetting everybody on the planet. It's wrong that this woman just doesn't keep her mouth shut. Enough is enough. Shut up, Fergie. You are a revolting woman. We don't like you. Nobody likes you. You are horrible, evil, pain in the neck.
Ugly.
You're just disgusting. You're revolting. As I asked you the question, did you ever repay the money you took from Jeffrey Epstein? And she said, no comment. Well, the word comment is superfluous because she is a liar. She's a deceiver. She's a disgrace. The toe-sucking, horrible little rat that she is. She is one of the most revolting people on the planet. We don't like you, Fergie. Fergie, get off the bus. We don't want you around. You're an embarrassment to the royal family. You are a disgrace. Shame on you, you piece of filthy scumbag rubbish. You are one of the most obnoxious people on the entire planet. You and Ghislaine, your little mate, are evil. All you've ever done is enable. Shame on you, you revolting, revolting woman. We hate you. We hate you, Fergie. You're a horrible woman. And there's very few people I will say are evil, but you're one of them. So get off the bus, you nasty little piece of rubbish. And stop telling lies about the Queen. Our late Queen was a lovely lady. She's not communicating with you via the corgis, you stupid old cow. Nobody wants to communicate with you. Those corgis would rather communicate with anything other than you. Not you, you old bitch. Leave the Queen alone, you nasty old bag. Shut your mouth. Right, okay, I don't want to talk about her anymore. So, okay, we're moving on. Okay, I can't stand that bitch. Okay, next question. Communicating with the corgis. Okay, approximately how long does it take to fly from Gatwick to Marrakesh? How long does it take to fly from Gatwick to Marrakesh? You see, I asked.
2.5 hours.
Well, Madam Min is not far off, but she's a bit far off. But she's nearly there, but she's not quite there. No. It's not 4.5 hours. No, it's not 22. It's not 22 hours. It's not 3. Okay, I'll accept Wits Rand gets it. Wits Rand can have it with 3 hours. Wits, yeah, it's 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I'll accept your 3 hours. I'll accept that. PMTB did get it better, but well, that was after. Right. Okay. In which year was George Floyd tragically murdered? Which year was George Floyd tragically murdered? It wasn't 2023. Linz gets it with 2020. Well done to Linz. Not a nice thing to be successful at. Of course, he was murdered on the 20th of May. Black Lives Matter. Okay, in which year did the Russian chess legend Garry Kasparov play a chess match against IBM's supercomputer Deep Blue computer? Which year did that happen? It wasn't 1946. It wasn't 1987. It wasn't 1989. It wasn't 1976. No. It wasn't 1985. Oh, come on. I remember this. I would be able to answer this question. And you can't answer it. Pathetic. Oh, this is an easy question in my view. You can't ever answer my easy questions. When you ever get my easy questions, you never can answer. Okay, Thracian Grapes gets the point. Thracian Grapes, well done. Thracian. Of course, it's 1996. I could have answered that question so easily. Right, okay. So I look terrible on this screen because I can't even move this thing around. Right. Okay. Where is this thing? I'm now lost of the. Okay. Okay. In which year did The Living Daylights premiere? The Living Daylights. Which year did The Living Daylights premiere? I'm just going to keep this piece of paper over here now. Which year did The Living Daylights premiere? Oh dear, there's too many of these questions. Oh gosh. The first one to say 1987, Trish. So Trish gets the point. So Trish has got a second point. Trish, you are now in the lead. Trish, you are now in the lead on this quiz. Well done to Trish. Thank you, Trish. Okay, so, right. Okay, next question. It's very hard for me with this stupid thing. I wish I had an assistant. It's better when I have an assistant. I don't think I want to do this quiz unless I have an assistant. Right, so next question will be which actor played Norm Peterson in every episode of the 11 series of Cheers between 1982 and 1993? What was the name of the actor who played Norm Peterson? No. Yeah. Right. Well, yes, one of you's got it. Lewis gets it. So Lewis gets the point. Okay, well, you got a second point, Lewis. Well done, Lewis. Okay, so Lewis has got the point. Right, okay, the next question is. Gosh. The seagulls are making a lot of noise in the background, and I'm very sorry. They're
Who's
annoying.
making the noise?
The seagulls.
Huh?
The seagulls.
Oh, the seagull.
Right, okay. Which actor played Norm Peterson in every episode of the 11 series of Cheers between 1982 and 1993? Who played Norm Peterson in Cheers between those years? Right. Right. Fresh in Grapes gets the point. Well done. Fresh in Grapes. It was George Wendt. Fresh in Grapes. Right. Now, where are you on this? You get 1 point for that. Okay, and then the next question is. Right, the next question on the list. Oh, God. This is very difficult for me. I'm really not enjoying doing this quiz this evening. I think I'd rather be in bed. Right, okay. Where am I up to? At what age did Dame Barbara Cartland die on the 21st of May 2000? Barbara Cartland, great friend of my friend Christine Hamilton. What age did she die at? What was the age of her death? It wasn't 104, it wasn't 92, it wasn't 98. So it was 98. Yes. Yeah, you got it. 98. You're the winner. Yeah, you win. 98. Sorry. Who are you? Jules B. You can have a point. You're a new entrant. Jules B. Thank you, Jules B. Okay. No, I knew her via Christine Hamilton, and Christine Hamilton has been one of the most wonderful supporters of my lovely grandmother in recent weeks. We think Christine Hamilton is a fabulous lady, don't we?
I think so. I don't
Supporting my grandmother, and it's been an absolute fabulous thing. And she talks to her, and it's a fabulous thing that she does because it's kind. Christine Hamilton's a very kind lady. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know how it's all going. I haven't heard recent reports.
Well, you do.
I have not had
anyway.
recent reports.
Well, I've had
Or you're not reporting them to me.
Well, I have very recent reports, and I think Christine Hamilton is one of the kindest ladies, and she was a great friend of Barbara Cartland as well. So there we go. Barbara Cartland was, of course, the mother of that mad woman who.
I can only go on lousy reports she had in the past.
The mad woman from Harrods, who's,
I don't know who she is, what she is, or how she is.
Well, the woman in the background is talking a load of old rot. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll move along. Let's go on to the next topic. Okay, so, right, we'll do the next question. We've done Barbara Cartland, or whatever it was. Okay, what are the waterfront buildings of Tobermory on the Isle of Mull known for being? What are they known for being? This is a very, this is one of my more stupid questions because it's designed for the stupid people. Because that's what I was told. Most of my questions are too sophisticated. So here's a stupid question: What are the buildings designed for being? Right. Okay.
It's quite relevant, actually.
What's the answer to the stupid question? No, you don't like the question. No, nobody likes the question. Well, it's not 104. No. Yeah. I think something's frozen here. There's something gone wrong. Oops. They're not known for being blue. You think they're boring. You think my questions are boring. Well, if you think my questions are boring, you don't have to join in, do you? So if you don't like my questions, fuck off. Get off my channel. I don't really care. I'm really not bothered if you don't like my questions. I spend a lot of time thinking about these questions, so if you don't like them, you don't have to join in. Why don't you bog off? Whoever you are, you sound like a pain in the ass.
Go back to the Isle of Wight.
Go back. Lady Min says go back to the Isle of Wight. I say go back to Hebrides or wherever you're from. I don't know. I'm very sorry. I don't like people. She needs to go to the loo. Oh dear, we've got a problem. So, right, okay.
Oh.
Yes, we do have a problem right now. So,
Oh.
Oh well, never mind. She's gone to use the loo. That's that. So, I don't know. Anyway, never mind. Right. Okay, so where are we up to in this quiz?
Oh.
Who's winning this quiz? That's another matter. I've got to start writing the quiz again. Well, she's causing havoc. So I better start doing it again. Okay, right. Oh dear. Right, okay. Let's start doing the quiz again and let's finished the quiz. Right, okay, so we were up to the colourful buildings. I'm not sure who won the colourful buildings. In fact, we'll give that question a complete. We'll just say no, because she's completely caused havoc. Okay, next question. Let's do a new question. It doesn't matter about that question. We just won't count that question. Right. Okay. So the next question is, where is Jeju Island located? It's pronounced as Jeju. Where is Jeju pronounced Jeju and located? Wits End gets it with so you get a third point. Wits End is doing very well. Of Korea, yes. It's wonderfully working. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. I can't. Well, what's wrong with you now?
I need another pair of trousers.
Oh God. Well, I can't do anything about that right now. There are trousers outside. I'm very, very sorry, viewers. There's screaming in the background. If you want trousers, there are trousers outside.
Well, tell me where I'm going to get them.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to have to interrupt my TV. She's ruining my TV show yet again. I'll be back in a moment. You can't keep ruining my programs. Oh, for God's sake. This is ridiculous. You know, it's a program.
Well, I'm
doing my program and you ruin it. Ridiculous. Anyway, hello. Sorry, viewers. I'm very, very sorry. She likes to cause havoc, as we know. That's what she does. So I don't know what to say. Anyway, you know, the woman is just a complete pain in the ass, and that's that. So you know, oops, she did it again. Anyway, I do apologize, and I do say sorry for all of this noise that she makes, but I don't know what to do, really. It's not very pleasant to have this every night of the week. There we go. Okay, so let's move along, and yeah, she should wear a skirt. Yes. I don't know. Don't think that would make any solution to the problem. Right. Okay, well, let's carry on with the program. So, okay. She needs a commode. Well, that might be a good idea, but it wouldn't really make any difference because she's only got 2 floors, and you know, well, no. We have tried the adult nappies, and that's not really worked. So there we go. Yes, we've tried those, so she refuses to wear them. Not exactly helpful. No. No. It doesn't really work for our situation. Anyway, I'll try other things tomorrow. But anyway, we need to conclude the matters for this evening. I've dealt with lots of other things, don't you worry. It's been pretty awful. And I vomit rather a lot. The problem is the vomiting. I feel very sick from everything I have to deal with. It's not very pleasant. Yes, we've tried that. But we don't need to talk about it. So let's move on and talk about other things. So let's go back to our normal program. I don't really want to talk about this. She can go to whatever. She'll come back in a moment. But
That's adorable. I don't care anyway.
Well, anyway, here we go. We're getting the I don't care anyway part of the show. Right, okay. Well, anyway, here I am, and I just carry on doing my program, and I'm not really going to be stopped in talking about anything other than what to talk about. So let's talk about something completely different, please. I would rather talk about something completely else. There we are. So, right, okay. We didn't even finish our quiz, so I don't even know where we're up to on this bloody quiz. The quiz has been ruined by her behaviour, so I don't know where we're up to. I don't know where we're up to. I can't remember which question we got to. No. So the quiz is ruined yet again. The quiz is not going to be finished.
Oh, rubbish. Let's carry on with it.
No, because you ruined it.
How?
Because you interrupted. And I don't remember which question I'm up to. So you've ruined it. You've ruined the quiz.
If I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, you shouldn't have ruined my quiz.
Why did I do that?
Well, you did. So you've ruined the quiz. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Says, right. Okay. I don't know which quiz question we got up to. What was the last question? Tobermory. Okay, you can start from there. My quiz has been ruined, as you say. Yep. Do you agree? My quiz is totally ruined. She ruins the quiz by interrupting. Right, okay. Well, I can try and start again from that one. Okay, so we'll do the next. We did the question about Jeju Island. We're not going to do that. Okay. What does two hoots or I don't give two hoots mean? What does two hoots mean?
Couldn't care less.
And we don't need her shouting in the background, ruining our quiz. So she should shut up. Right. Okay. The winner is Mr. Balding. Mr. Balding, you can have that one. Mr. Balding. Well done to you. You can have that. Mr. Balding. Mr. Balding. We knew these weird people who built a bungalow and they called it Two Hoots. And I said, what a nasty name for a house.
Couldn't care less.
Anyway, right, you can have the point, Mr. Balding. Right, okay. But it's not a very nice word to use. Naff people use a word like that. It's a horrible word to use. Didn't like the word. Thought it was very...
Are you talking about me?
I don't like lowbrow people using that awful.
Couldn't care less.
Now she's ranting and raving, and well, she rants and raves about everything. Anyway, right, next question. Okay. Right, I've lost. I've lost the thing. It's a terrible thing because this is. Oh, it's very disorganized. Okay. Okay. Where was the pop folk singer songwriter Janita Tikaram born? Where was she born on 12th of August 1969? Tanita Takaram.
Duran.
Tanita Tikaram. Tanita Takaram. Yes, right. The one who gets it first is Helen Elledry. Helen, you can have the point. It's West Germany. Yes, Helen. Helen gets the point. West Germany. Yes, she was born in Munster, West Germany. She grew up in the UK, and she had an Indo-Fenian father, a Serakian Malay mother, and yeah, she's a singer. You know, she's a lesbian and all the rest of it, and whatever else we don't know. But anyway, okay. In which year was the Swiss watch and jewelry manufacturer Chopard founded? Which year was Chopard founded? Some people would call it Chopard, but it's pronounced Chopard.
1914.
Not correct. Right. The answer is not 1915. It's not 1950. It's not 1926. It's not 1936. It's not 1902. It's not 1918. I can't remember. It's not 1912. They were the first people to make the Happy Diamond wristwatch. In 2015, it was sold for $1.6 million. Tsar Nicholas was one of their best customers. They were involved in the Mille, the Cannes Film Festival, but no, you haven't got the year of their birth correct yet. No, you're all wrong. Every one of you's wrong thus far. No. So I will say you've all failed on that question. That's a question you've failed.
I got closest.
You haven't got closest. They were founded in 1860. So no, none of you are correct. You're all you're as much use as a chocolate teapot, the whole lot of you. You're all absolutely rubbish. So no, absolute rubbish. Useless answers. Nope. Okay. Right. Which was the primary location of the 1982 black comedy suspense film Death Trap and the 1975 documentary Grey Gardens? Which part of America did that occur in?
America.
It wasn't Long Island. And Lois Petzold gets it. Lois is the winner. Well done, Lois. So you get a point. Of course, it was the Hamptons. They were both filmed in the Hamptons. It was East Hampton. If I were to be very specific, I would say East Hampton, but I will accept the Hamptons, and you did say the Hamptons. So there we are. Okay, which 1844 novel inspired the American drama starring Emily Van Camp and Madeline Stowe, Revenge? And I watched all of the 89 episodes of the TV series, and I enjoyed it very much. And I like Emily. Emily is a good friend, and I like Emily, and I think she's a brilliant actress. The program is a bit naff, but I did enjoy watching it. So Emily Van Camp, Audrey. No. Lois gets it. Lois gets another point. Lois gets 2 points. Well done, Lois. It is the Count of Monte Cristo. So yeah, the program well, it starred. It was sexy, it was sticky, it was just you want to see more of it. It got great reviews. 89 episodes between 2011 and 2015. And I have to say, my friend, she did a great job in that program. She was the main star, obviously. And, it was Grey Gardens and meets the Count of Monte Cristo. So 89 episodes, and she did a wonderful job between 2011 and 2015. So well done to her. She made a huge success of that program, and what a fabulous lady she is. So I salute her. I say well done to her, and good for you. So that was a good program, and I enjoyed watching it. It was a bit naff at times. There were episodes that were so boring, but out of the 89 episodes, I would say 50% of them were very good. 50% were very good. So there we go. I'd say 50% of them were pretty bizarre. I just couldn't cope with all of them. It was a bit much for me. Right, okay, next question. Right, okay, so right, in which year? Now, this is a very personal question because this concerns where I went to school. In which year was Lancaster Royal Grammar School founded? Lancaster Royal Grammar School. What year was Lancaster Royal Grammar School founded? This is where I went to school. So there we are. It wasn't 1372, it wasn't 1812, it wasn't 1821. Audrey gets it correct. Audrey is correct. So thank you, Audrey. Audrey. My school was founded in 1235. My school was founded in 1235. It was a boys-only school. It became a girls' school in 2019, which obviously I wasn't present for all of that. There we go. But girls are only allowed to come for the sixth form. So there we are. We had many famous people at my school, but we won't go into that. So just, but no, my school was founded in 1235, and that's your answer is correct. So well done. Yeah. I went to one of the oldest schools in the whole of the UK, and it's a wonderful school. And I had wonderful teachers, and I was a very lucky person to have such lovely teachers. So I raise a glass to my teachers. There we go. You know, you have to remember everybody has great teachers in their lives, and we must celebrate our teachers. And I think that's a good thing to do. So I want to celebrate. You know, who was your favorite teacher? Have you got, yes, raise a glass to your teacher. Yes, I agree with you. Raise a glass to your teacher. Who was your favorite teacher? Before we do the next question, let's have a glass to the teacher. I had Mr. Gorse, and I had Dr. Thorne, and I had Professor Sir Arnold Wolfendale. I had wonderful teachers. My teachers were wonderful teachers, but I was at a very bizarre school that had amazing teachers. But most schools probably didn't have quite the teachers I had. My teachers were very elite teachers because it was a very wacky school because it was very academic. So we had, you know, we had the Professor Sir Arnold Wolfendale, and we had the world expert on Chaucer, and he was, you know, he was my English teacher, and then I had this one who was this one, and then this one who was that one. We did have Captain Fiddler, who was a bit strange. He was a bit scary. I will say he was not a very nice man. I didn't like him. But, you know, we had all sorts of teachers, but most of my teachers were extremely high achievers, and they were the world experts in their topic. So we were very, very lucky to have the best teachers on, and that is why my mother sent me to that school, because my mother herself is an academic. You know, my mother created an amazing thing. She was involved in creating the first university on the internet. She was teaching over the internet was my mother's vision. And we've been involved in so many different things. So I come from a family where we're very to do with education. So I'm very, very lucky to have such visionary people around me. And my mum is one of the best. And my mother is, you know, now she's the gardener to end all gardeners. My mother rings me up and tells me what to do. And we've got this nasty woman next door here, where we are now. And she's telling us, don't water from above because you might damage my stupid cushions. Well, put your fucking cushions indoors. My mum is right. You know, you water from above because that's how you water a garden. And that's what I do. So I've learned a lot from my mother about gardening. And whilst I've been here in this kind of prison of, you know, being here, I'll do it my way. And I don't like this German telling me what to do. We won the war. We water the garden our way. And that's what I'll be doing tomorrow morning. I'll be watering the garden the proper way, because we don't have to be told what to do we?
Not at all.
No. It's
watering the garden is important.
No, my mother knows more about watering gardens than a stupid German. So So
Neighbours.
German woman can go off and shove it up your jumper. I don't like people telling us what to do. There we go. Yeah, well said, Basil. Okay, yeah, you know how we all like this. you like me telling the German off. They don't like the German.
Who?
The audience. They don't like the German.
Well, use your phrase. We won the war.
Yeah, well, I'm very sorry to say this. I'm not being nasty to the German.
I like Germans.
I have no problem with the German, but she shouldn't be telling us to stop watering the garden. We won the war, and we won the war. So she can shove it up her jumper. No. Oh. Right. Okay. I'm being nasty to the German. Okay. Germans can be very funny people. Okay. Well, I'm being nasty. Well, I'm very sorry if you think I'm being nasty. I'm not being nasty. We want to water the plants. That's all we want to do. And my mother has told me the correct way of watering the plant is watering from above. And this stupid woman doesn't want to have the plants watered from above because it might hurt her stupid cushions. Well, why doesn't she move her bloody cushions indoors? And then she can bring her cushions out at 10 o'clock in the morning when she goes outside. She doesn't go outside till 10 o'clock. I water her at 7 o'clock. So I'm not very happy with her. So no, she can shove it up her bloody jumper. I don't like her. No, not a fan. Oh dear. She has made an enemy of me, which is not a good idea, is it? Because I am very vocal. When I get going, I'm very awful. I'm a horrible person.
No, you're not.
When I speak out against something that's stupid, like this stupid woman, my mother said to me, you have to water from above. My mother is talking logically. It's the best way to water a garden. You water from above. I water at 7 o'clock. She doesn't get up till 10 o'clock, this stupid woman. And then she whinges. Well, it's dried out by then. She's a complete bore. Well, if her cushions are wet, why don't she keep her cushions inside at night? Stupid woman. Oh, but she can't be bothered to take her cushions inside. So it's my fault. Oh, yes, it's all my fault. What a moron. Wouldn't you agree?
Totally.
She's a complete Burke. She's a moron. She's a waste of space. She can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. I hope you can. Okay. Yes, okay. Tell her to bog off. Okay, I will tell her to bog off. Yep, thank you. The viewers say, tell us to bog off. Yeah, bog off. We don't like you, German.
Go back.
She's got first world problems. Yeah, of course she has. Yeah, she's just a boring, stupid woman. Ugh, she's just a rich bitch. There's so many of these people. I can tell you, there's so many of them around here. All they do is moan and groan and grimace and they're horrible. They're just hateful rich people. They've all got a Mercedes G-Wagon or whatever, Porsche, and they're all fucking rich. Well, I don't care who you are. Bog off. I'm not scared of you, you nasty piece of work. I stand up to you. And they all go, oh, we're so glad that you've had your car window fixed. This was the latest. One of them came up to me today. He said, I'm so glad you've had your car window fixed. I said, sorry. And he said, oh, it's so nice you've had your car window fixed because the thing that you were putting on it was lowering the tone of the neighborhood.
It's been raining.
I said it was raining. I said I covered it up and I couldn't get something else to cover it up. I thought, you are a complete cunt. You are a see you next Tuesday, you little rat. I said, why are you even speaking to me? You horrible man. They're so rude, these people. Just because they bought a little house for £1 million. Oh, £1 million house. Because that's what most of these houses cost. They think that they are so important. And he went, oh, well done for covering up your window, fixing your window. I was like, why are you even speaking to me? I just said, why don't you just bog off? I don't like you, you horrible little man. Creep. Yeah, we got our window fixed. So what? Doesn't matter. But oh no, you can't have a window that's broken. No, it might offend the community. This place is like so ridiculous in some ways. It was ridiculous, wasn't it? Telling us off because we had a car window that was broken. Oh, no, you can't have that. Oh, it might offend somebody. It might make us cry. Seriously? Shove off, you stupid wanker. And I didn't like that. I really didn't like the fact that I was told that, oh, well done for fixing your window. I get an award for fixing a window on a car. I'd rather have not fixed the fucking window rather than have you like it. He went, oh, it's so nice that you fixed the window.
Oh, did she say that?
No, that's what the man said. They're so fucking parochial, these people. He went, oh, it's so nice that you fixed the window. Well, what has it got to do with you? You boring bastard. Why don't you shut your fucking mouth? Horrible, horrible person. I don't know who you are, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like the fact that you decided to tell me that, oh, you thought this was the greatest thing I've ever done. It is not the greatest thing I've done in my life is not fixing a car window. So don't start on me, you.
I know, because it was raining and.
You stupid moron. But I've done many wonderful things in my life, and not one of them is fixing a car window. Just because we fixed it, it's not the greatest thing I've done in my life. So
You had to do it.
So leave me alone, you nasty, nasty person. No, you're not understanding the point. The point is, I've done many other things in my life that are much better than fixing a car window.
I know.
So who cares that this rat went, oh, well done you for fixing the car window? That is not my biggest achievement in life. So I don't want to be congratulated for it.
Did he say that?
Yes. I didn't like it. I was very upset by this. Fixing a car window is not my biggest achievement in life.
No.
And I don't like someone going on at me about it. And he clapped his hands. He's a complete moron. I didn't like the man for saying it. It made me upset. I'm very sorry. I don't like people clapping their hands saying well done for fixing a fucking car window. Because he thought that this was some wonderful thing because in this little community here, they don't like us having they didn't like us having our plastic covering of the window, which they thought was offensive. They found our plastic window covering offensive, etc., etc. So we were offensive. We upset the local community. We were very rude. We behaved badly. We were awful people, weren't we? Yes?
If we'd had...
We were appallingly behaved, according to them. They moaned and they groaned. And they should shove it up their fucking arses. They're disgusting.
And go back to where they come from.
I don't need to be told off. I'm not going to be told off by anybody. But anyway, I dared offend the local community by putting a plastic thing over the window. Oh dear, I did. Of course, they are the most parochial, boring people. Some of these people here, they're not very nice. No, so they can shove it up their fucking arses. I'm not scared of them.
Go back to where they come from.
Lady Min says go back to where they come from. I say shove it up your asses. But there we go. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it anymore. So let's move on to a more pleasant topic. Let's move on. Enough is enough. I don't know.
I got hiccups.
Right. Okay. Well, she's got hiccups, but I want to talk about another topic. But anyway, let's move on to another topic. Let's go on to another topic.
Could I have another glass of wine now before you start with?
Oh, she wants another glass of wine. Oh, God. Oh.
I don't know if we've got any.
Oh, God. She wants more wine. So the whining whiner wants more wine. Right. Okay. Well, I'll go and get her more wine. Okay. Before I keep going, don't ask too many questions because I will have to get her wine. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to go to bed.
Oh.
Well, I can't go to bed until you take me upstairs.
You do cause havoc. Oh, God.
I've got nothing left.
We've got plenty left.
Gallons of bottles.
We haven't got gallons of bottles. It's just.
Oh, my Matthew. Why do I
Shut up! We've got to do the program. We're doing the program. Oh, God.
Well, I can say I love you.
No, you don't need to. Just. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh.
What?
Okay. Well, have that.
No, take that one.
Have that.
Thank you.
Right.
Give that one as well.
No. We're not doing an hour of program.
Oh.
No, we're not doing much more program. I've done enough program. I'm tired. Hello again, viewers. Sorry. I do apologize, but no, I will not be doing an hour of programs, which is what she thinks we're doing. We are not doing an hour of programs because
Yes, you will.
that will be too much because I'm worn out. We've already done a long time. We've done 2 hours already. I can't do, I do 2 hours of program is an awfully long time to do. It wears me out. I can't do two. I've done 2 hours exactly right now, so I cannot do much more. I'm very sorry. I don't want to do much more because I'm worn out. 2 hours is a very, very, very long time. Right. Okay. Well, we'll carry on for now. I'm not going to do another quiz because, quite frankly, we've done enough quizzes.
I hope you close my windows and spread my room. Mosquitoes.
Denise says I could listen to you all day. Thank you, Denise. Well, there we go. Denise can listen to me all day. That's very nice of you, Denise. Thank you, Denise. Put Lady Min to bed. It sounds like that's where she belongs. Yes, I quite agree. You need a couple of days off. Yeah, says Ron. I would agree. How old is my mum? My mum is 70, yeah, and she's doing very well. Well, she's about 70. I'm not going to give her exact age. But my mother loves gardening. She's a queen of gardening. My mother is the queen of gardening. That's all she does. All she loves is garden. She's the gardener from hell. All she does is bloody gardening. My mother is the gardener from hell. I do gardening, but I don't do gardening like my mother's a power gardener, I suppose is what you could call her. Right, okay. There we go. Anyway, we've had the Jeremy Bamber protests today, and I hope it went well for the Jeremy Bamber protest. I wasn't there. I don't know what went on. I haven't spoken with them, but I meant to speak with them before I came on this program, but obviously I haven't had time, and obviously it's too late now. So yeah, Jeremy Bamber. We support Jeremy Bamber. We want justice for Jeremy, don't we? Lady Men, come on, join in. Justice for Jeremy. Come on, say it.
I can't say anything about him.
Of course you can. You've got to say justice for Jeremy. Come on, say it.
If he's correct, yes.
Yes. Well, why don't you say justice for Jeremy?
If he's correct, yes.
Yes. Well, we think justice for Jeremy. So she's not being very helpful here, but useless. That's very bad of her. Considering yesterday she said
I don't know anything about him.
Considering yesterday she said completely the opposite. Justice for Jeremy. We want justice for Jeremy. So right, okay.
I don't know if he's correct or not.
You hate Starmer. Yeah, we hate Starmer. We all hate Starmer. He's an evil.
We hate him.
We hate Starmer, but we love.
He's a load of rubbish.
No, I want justice for Jeremy. Justice for Jeremy. Justice for Jeremy. Justice for Jeremy. So come on, that's what I want. Yep, I want that.
Starmer must be out.
No, but I want justice for Jeremy. I'm more interested in that. I couldn't care less about stupid Starmer. I'm more interested in Jeremy.
Starmer's a load of rubbish.
Jeremy needs justice.
Starmer must be out.
No, it's terrible that there's no. We want justice for Jeremy. We want justice for Jeremy, precisely. Justice for Jeremy. Well said, new NWEV. Well done. I'm with you. Well done. Thank you. We want Jeremy Bamber. We want him out of prison. It's time for justice for Jeremy. Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man and he should not be in prison. And they've had a protest, and I support the protest, and I want Jeremy Bamber out of that prison now. I am totally behind it. Peter Tatchell, and there are many other people who support Jeremy. Jeremy Bamber has a lot of supporters, and I'm one of his supporters. So I want Jeremy Bamber out of prison now. Now, 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 now. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to make as much noise as I can to support Jeremy Bamber. Jeremy Bamber has been supported by Heidi Blake of the New York Times, by the Guardian newspaper. Everybody has done things saying he is not guilty. The 609 phone call proves that he was not inside that house when the murders occurred. So he cannot be the murderer. So Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man, and he has been kept in prison for too many years, and it's time to get Jeremy Bamber out of prison. And my friend Jonathan, I went to school with him, and he knew him. He doesn't believe he's guilty. Lots of other people I know who have met him. No. I spoke with my friend Yvonne Hartley yesterday. Yvonne is the most lovely lady. She's given up most of her life to support Jeremy, and she's done amazing work to prove he's innocent. Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man. And at the beginning, I believed he would. Please, could you be quiet in the background? At the beginning, I believed he was 40% innocent because I read lots of things. Now I believe he is 99% innocent. Of course, there is a chance that he could be the killer, but anybody could be the killer. But I don't believe it is true. So I support Jeremy Bamber, and I don't need to have people shouting in the background. So don't start shouting because you're ruining the program as usual. No, I don't need your input because you don't actually. You're trying to ruin the program. No. Jeremy Bamber is a decent man who has been wrongly accused, and I support Jeremy Bamber, and I don't care what any of you nasty little Carol Ann Lee supporters have to say, because of course the Carol Ann Lee fan club will come out and say, oh no, you're making it up. Well, you can bog off and you can shove it up your fucking jumpers. I don't like people like you, so don't need you. Anyway, you're entitled to your views, but and you all think that I'm a nasty little, supporter of the horrible, evil murderer. So you're going to come out and say that. So, yep, I'm going to get that. So, okay. Okay, clap, clap. Let's have that. I'm not worried by you. You're entitled to your stupid little views, you nasty little people. I will stand up for Jeremy Bamber because Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man. Jeremy Bamber did not commit these crimes, and Jeremy Bamber should not be in prison. And I am going to speak out. And today they have had a protest. Now, I don't know what went on at that protest, but that's irrelevant to me. but I support Jeremy Bamber. Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man, and I am going to support, the views of Heidi Blake and The Guardian and everybody else. I've been I've been talking about the Menendez brothers for 10 years. The Menendez brothers are going to be getting out of prison. Everybody told me not to support the Menendez brothers. They were innocent and they're getting out of prison. I have supported so many people who are innocent. And I'm going to get Jeremy Bamber out of prison. I'm determined. I'm sticking with the Jeremy Bamber campaign because Jeremy Bamber did not kill his parents. Sheila Caffell was the killer. Sheila shot everybody. Sheila was inside the house. And Sheila went mad with a bloody fucking gun, you stupid people. You're a bunch of morons. So shame on you. And I will not shut up about this. I support Jeremy. I want Jeremy out of Wakefield prison. Jeremy should not be in Wakefield prison. Jeremy Bamber deserves to be a free man. And I hope he gets a huge compensation from you fucking bastards who've kept him locked up in jail as one of the longest prisoners ever kept in prison. You are evil, what you've done to Jeremy. Jeremy is a good man. You haven't broken him. And he's got good supporters. And Yvonne is one of the best. Yvonne Hartley is the most kind, lovely lady who supports him. And Philip and all the rest. I've come to know these people. At the beginning, I was 40% convinced. I thought, maybe he's guilty. And I was like, well, let's talk to them. And I did. And I thought, well, maybe they're a bit wacky, these people. Well, they become my friends. And I had to say, I spoke with them yesterday. They are bang on the nail. I like them very, very much. And I support Philip and Yvonne. Yvonne, particularly, is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She has spent thousands of hours working on his case, just analyzing things. What an amazing lady. She gave up her life for this. She's a lady from Lancashire who just, she had no reason to do this, but what an amazing, kind, beautiful lady that she gave up her life to help a prisoner. She has no reason to do this. She has no reason at all. She spent 8,000 hours on the case. What an amazing, kind lady Yvonne Hartley is. Yvonne Hartley, I salute you. I say you are a fabulous, wonderful lady. And what you've done, you've contributed so much. So we love you, Yvonne. And when I first met all of you people, like I did in all the cases I've come across, at first I think, are you a bit suspicious or are you a bit odd? No. In your case, you work bloody hard. And you are an absolute heroine on this case. So I salute you, Yvonne. We love you, Yvonne Hartley. So, yeah, we love you. We think you're great. Right. Right. Okay, well, now what are we? What's going on about Lancashire? I don't know. I don't know what's going on about Lancashire. Hmm. Um, um. Have I met the Chuckle Brothers? No, not met them. Um, um, the call from inside the house. Well, yes, the call from inside the house was made at 6:09 a.m. The call from inside the house at 6:09 was made by
You just spray this house.
the stupid woman in the background is talking a load of rubbish. I'm talking about the call. Don't ruin my program. The call from inside the house was made at 6:09 a.m. The call was made by somebody inside the house. Jeremy was outside the house with the police, so it's impossible that Jeremy could be the killer. So that is why Jeremy is not the killer. Jeremy is not the killer. It's impossible. Wake up and smell the coffee, you stupid people. Are you dumb? Right. That's what I will tell you. There is no way Jeremy could be the killer if he was outside with the police when there was a phone call made from inside the house. It doesn't make sense, does it, you stupid morons? Are you that thick? There we go. So, no, Jeremy cannot be the killer. And it's been proven now by police, and Heidi Blake has proved it in the New Yorker article. And, we all stand together. We stand with Jeremy. Jeremy is not the killer. He cannot be the killer. It's like Lucy Letby. Everyone goes on about this Lucy Letby being innocent. Well, no, she definitely did it. She's the opposite. Lucy Letby is the killer. Jeremy is not. So I'm going to stand with Jeremy. I want Jeremy cleared. And I will continue to campaign for Jeremy Bamber. And I'm going to now say, even more than ever, I'm 100% convinced that Jeremy Bamber is innocent. I support my friends. Today, they are having their campaign launch thing. And I wish I were there to support them. I'm sorry I'm not. The Criminal Cases Review Commission place in Birmingham. And I wish I were there with them. And I hope that they are achieving huge success. But I support Jeremy Bamber. I support Jeremy Bamber and the Jeremy Bamber Innocence campaign. Jeremy Bamber is an innocent man and he should not be in prison. Jeremy Bamber should be freed from prison. He is a wonderful, lovely man who has been wrongly imprisoned, and they have completely cheated and lied. And I support Jerry Bamber 150% now. And that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say I'm now 150% behind you. I've always said I'm 99% behind you. I'm just going to say I'm 150% behind you because you're wrongly in prison. There's no way you should have been imprisoned. You are an innocent man. So I'm going to throw my weight behind you and say I campaign for Jeremy Bamber. Peter Tatchell, you've already got him, and you've got. I'm not very important. I'm a nobody. I'm an absolute waste of space, but I support you. So Jeremy Bamber, you've got me as your big support, your new supporter. But it doesn't really matter that you've got me. But I'm going to support you. So we want to. I've always supported you because I've always said, I don't believe that the conviction should be reviewed, but you're not guilty at all. Come on, let's have you cleared. You are a man who should not be in prison. So we support you, Jeremy Bamber. Jeremy Bamber, let's get you out of prison. You are a decent gentleman. You've done no harm to anybody. Everything is a lie against you. And your life has been ruined by these nasty, evil relatives. And they are evil, those relatives. Those relatives are very vicious, horrible people. And they are the ones who are guilty. And they should be the ones who should be examined. The nasty little family members, the bout flowers. I think the bout flowers should be arrested. Let's be honest. I agree with that. So I will speak out. So I'm gonna start speaking out a bit more about the whole story over the next few days. I won't do it today, but I don't like the bout flowers. I think they're very wicked people. And I don't care if I upset them. Sue me, because I've got no money. I'm not rich. So if you want to sue me, because I'm the perfect person to sue, because I've got no money. I'm the ideal person that you could sue, because you won't actually achieve anything, you stupid wankers. You're a bunch of creeps. You nasty little family. How dare you do what you did to him? You stole his inheritance, you evil, evil people. You're a very wicked family. And I'm not going to shut up. I can say whatever I want to say. So I'll start saying what I want to say. And this is what I'm going to do actually now. Let me be the voice of reason. I can speak out, and I will. So in the next few days, I'll speak out against a few nasty people I don't like. Obviously, one of them is the Boutflower family. Because the whole bunch of you're a bunch of horrible people. I'll speak out against you, Boutflowers. So be warned. I'm coming for you. I'm going to get you. I'll be after you. It's like Delia Smith with Norwich, because obviously that was from the same region. I'll be coming after you. I'll be getting you. I'll be after you. And I will get you. And I will. So Be warned. Nasty old me is coming for you. I'm not a very pleasant person to make an enemy of. So shove it up your jumper, you nasty old bag. Right, okay, I'm coming for you. So, right, okay, right, that's that. Next one, okay. Right. Right, okay.
Oh, have we got mosquito spray?
What are you moaning about now?
What?
What are you moaning about now?
No, I'm just wondering
What are you moaning about now?
if we got mosquito spray.
Not much.
And are my windows closed?
Oh no, you left them open.
Sorry?
You left them open.
I'll be eaten alive.
Well, you chose to do that.
Oh, I don't know why we've got this door open. It'll bring all the mosquitoes in.
It's nothing to do with that.
They come in if you leave the doors and windows open.
Yeah, but you left the windows open upstairs.
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's what you wanted to do.
What? As long as I've got that mosquito spray. Probably got nothing left.
You stopped me doing my program.
Oh God, you say that all the time.
But you do. You stopped the program. Oh, why don't you just go up there then?
Why what?
Well, go up there then.
Well, I will. Better get to bed. Oh, my back. Oh. Don't know what the time is.
It's time for you to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh, I've been
my
bitten.
bag.
What? I've been bitten so many times.
Sorry?
I'm more interested in how many times I've been bitten.
Oh no.
You don't even care about me.
Bitten alive here.
You don't care about me. Oh,
Oh. Oh. Oh.
now where are you going?
Getting my bag. Oh. Well, I don't know, my phone's in here. Probably is, I don't know. I don't need the bag. The phone's here.
I'll just go upstairs. Let's take you upstairs.
You know, I need the bag and the phone.
I'll take you up the stairs. Just go up the stairs. Now you've made a
Oh,
Oh God, the trousers. Yet more. Right, come on, just go up the stairs. Off we go.
You're gonna bring my bag and my phone. Oh,
And stop going up there.
I know, I have that problem. Oh,
Right.
oh.
Pour you some wine and work it out. Stupid
I
phone.
need my bed, that's for sure.
Where's the stupid phone? I don't know. Probably needs charging. Plug that thing in.
Oh, oh. 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 1 minute, I can't.
Now what's wrong with you?
I just can't get up these last steps. Oh.
Just go slowly.
Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh. Can you come and help me?
What's wrong with you?
Ow!
Now what's wrong with you? Now what's wrong with you?
I just got to get across there.
Oh.
I've got to get this man who's come with the bit of wood here. I need a bar across here.
Just get up.
I can't.
Of course you can.
Ah.
This is why you bash your arm every time. Oh. Just behave like a
No,
child.
I can't go over there.
You do this every time, and then you bash your arm there.
Ow!
That's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Oh.
Oh, just go in there.
So what am I going to do? All these windows are open. I've got spray.
Well, you left them out. You opened them.
What?
You opened them. I didn't. Stupid woman. Here's the wine.
I can't live with a mosquito.
You chose to leave the window wide open.
That was morning.
What's your stupid fault?
I going to sleep?
Well, I don't know, you chose to poo all over the floor. I can't, I don't want to go near it. Disgusting. Why should I
Just close the windows.
I can't go near it? I would go stand in the shit.
I don't think that work.
Well, that's what it is. Disgusting. I don't want to have to go over there. Why should I have to do this? Why can't you do it yourself? You disgusting. Disgusting. It's not fair. I don't wear my shoes, but I can go near it. I stand on the bed. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not going anywhere near it. That's all I'm doing.
What? What?
Why should I have to go near it? Why should I have to go near it? It's disgusting. It's horrible. Ugh, it's dirty.
I don't know why you live with me. I don't know why you stay with me.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go. Let it dry out.
I don't know
Let
why
it
you
dry.
stay with me.
Let it dry out. I'm not picking it up. I'm not a shit picker. I'm not a shit picker. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. Right, you've got. I'll go and get brought you wine. I'm not doing anything else. Ugh, do I look like a shit picker? No thanks. Ugh. Fucking hell. Oh God. Ugh. Right. Okay. Oh God. Oh, I just want to die. I just want to die.
Sorry?
I just want to die.
You want to die?
Night, night. I just want to die. Die, please. Oh, good. Get rid of it. Oh, oh. Oh.